Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Lala Lexus. Today I went ahead and did a little bit of a sultry look. It's something that anybody could really wear. It's super easy to achieve, and I really hope you enjoy this video. If you do, go ahead and give me a like, please, a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, here we go. Let's just jump right into it. So good, so good. My Tarte shape in medium for the top of my brows. Ooh, come through zoom. Put 2 dots over my eyes. Get a little small concealer brush and blend it out just to clean up the top of my brows. Yeah. Same Tarte Shape Tape, but in a different color, fair beige. Now we're going to do the same 2 dots. Boom, boom. And blend it out just to carve out the bottom of my brows. Same brush, by the way. It's so much easier now that I groomed my brows. I'm just like following a little line. And right here it can look messy, it's okay. By the way, sorry if this air conditioner is super loud, but it doesn't sound loud here, but I know it's probably gonna sound loud on there. It is too hot to be turning it off though. Woo! Now I'm just gonna be taking my concealer brush, not my concealer brush, my foundation brush, and just buffing out the edges of that concealer because you don't want that harsh line, or else you're going to be able to see that when you're doing your foundation. You don't not want that, girl. See how it kind of just blurred it out? Blur, blur. Kind of sound like I was saying blur. I'm just going to do the same thing here. It doesn't have to be precise because you're going to put your primer down anyways. Fun. Now I'm going to be taking that same fair beige concealer by Tarte, putting a little bit more on my lids so I can use my pointing finger to just blend that out to give myself a nice blank beige, fair beige palette to work on for my shadow. And this is kind of white on me, but that's okay. It's going to make my eyeshadows really pop, and I'm going to use a mirror because I can't see anything up there. And I'm just using my fingers to just press that into my skin. Next finger, right? And usually I don't use that much, but I couldn't see what I was doing on the camera. It looked like a little bit, but over here I was like but all I'm gonna do now is just grab some air spun and like a fluffy brush or whatever, and put that on top of that so it kind of like is easier for me to blend my shadows. So I'm gonna do that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now I'm going to be taking my Morphe 35P palette, and it's the one with a bunch of purples and like mauve shades. Looks like this. And I'm going to be taking this color right here to put right into my crease as my transition shade. And I'm going to be using like a fluffier brush. It doesn't matter the brand, it doesn't matter, as long as you use a light touch to it, you should be gravy to go. I'm going to just take a little bit on a brush that looks like this, tap off the excess because you don't want it to fall out, and place that right into my crease and right above, and it's going to kind of give it a good transition-y. See how it already looks transitioned? So I'm going to do the same thing on the right. Y'all's right, my left hand side. Ooh. And just swish that back and forth in windshield wiper motions. And voila. Okay, I'm going to take that same brush and, where is it? This color right here, and put that a little bit closer to the corner of my outside corner of my eye, but not necessarily too close. And I'm tapping off the excess because if not, it'll be everywhere. And I'm not putting that directly in the corner, and I'm just pouncing my brush right here and kind of dragging whatever's left to the inside corner of my eye. And this is like a very easy way to do your shadow, to get like a gradient effect without having to work on your blending so hardcore, because I know that is like something that a lot of people struggle with, and this just is like really easy to do. So yeah, this is pretty much it for this step. We just got one more step, and then we'll have some sultry little baba room eyes. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I'm going to be taking these two brushes. This one is more compact, so I'm going to be able to use this to place the color, and then use this one since it's smaller to be able to flick the color. And all I'm going to be using is any black shadow that you have, and you're just going to place it on this brush, this type of brush. Just grabbing a little bit of the black, tapping off the excess because black is real messy. And I'm just literally placing that. Let's see if I can zoom you in. Literally just placing that in this corner right here. And first I was dragging it, but now I'm feeling like I need to pounce it. And, oh yes. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do, and I'm going to take the other brush that I was talking about earlier. Looks like that. And I'm just going to use it very lightly to flick that black to not make it look so harshly right there. And that's literally all I'm doing. And that kind of just gave me like a little gradient effect. Just like that. And then I'm going to go with any shimmer, just depending on what your mood is. I'm just going to take one from my Carly Bible palette, and I'll be back with that in a second. Okay, this is just the first Carly Bible palette, and I'm just going to be taking this shadow right here and using that to kind of give my eye more of an open look. And I'm going to just use another ooh, this one has a mirror too, another concealer brush to kind of do that. I'm not being very precise with it because this is just going to be like a little accent to my eye. See how I'm just kind of like starting it here and working my way to flick it towards the other side to kind of give it that little gradient effect. That's literally all you'll do. And I'm going to do the other eye off camera and we'll be back. Okay, it was looking alright to me, but I think I want to go ahead and place a little bit of the same color that I use in the Carly Bible palette, to the inner corner of my eye, and I'm just going to use that same brush and really just pounce that on to give it a glowy, openy look. And I think I'm also going to do that on the top of right under my brow, so my brow bone, to kind of open my eyes up just a little bit more. Oop, that one got a little messy. That's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that here too. Just to kind of give it a little highlight. I'm just kidding. Okay, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face, and I'm just gonna be using my Nivea Men's Aftershave Balm, and then I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've finished with that part, I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of foundation on, give myself a base to work with, and all I'm gonna be using is a L'Oreal True Match Lumi in the shade N3 Natural Buff. I'm just gonna pop that I'm gonna pop that on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna use the same foundation brush that I used earlier to blend out my concealer to go ahead and apply this foundation. And I'm just gonna use, I'm still deciding if I like this brush for foundation or not, only because I'm just used to beauty blenders. But I haven't really used a beauty blender in a long time, so maybe I do like it. I just don't give myself credit for liking it. I don't know. So let's pull this hair out of the way and then kind of buff that in. And I'm using counting motions for maximum coverage. If you swipe your product around, it's a good chance that you're swiping your product off of your face rather than moving it where you want it to move. So if you want full coverage, I recommend doing the bouncing motion. Okay, and just continue to buff this product in. Drag it down to the neck. You don't want a mark. I've been noticing I'm getting a little bit of that. I don't know if it's the shadow, but I feel like I have it at all times, not when, even when I don't have shadow on. But it feels like I have like dark circles now, and I never used to have that, so I'm a little shook at. Yeah, move hair please, thanks. Okay. And here, I'm not too serious about my forehead because it always gets contoured and whatnot, but I do have a dry patch here, so I do make sure that I pounce. And then all I'm going to do is use a big fluffy brush to go ahead and place some more airspun on my face so it doesn't leave me all sticky, and I'll be right back. So I lied to you. I am trying to multitask by, you know, recording this or whatever, and I forgot my concealer. Who does that? I'm still using the same one I used for my eyes. I'm just going to pop like I just finished talking about my dark circles, so why would I skip this step? I don't know. I'm just literally placing little dots over my problem areas, or where I want it to be more highlighted, and I'm just going to use my finger to blend that out because I can't find my foundation, my concealer. I just feel like, I don't know why, okay? I can't find my brush also, so that probably is why. And I'm not too worried about that darkness under right here because I am going to be placing a little bit more shadow right there so I don't look like I don't know, I just don't look crazy, okay? I don't know. Can't describe stuff all the time. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I really like this look for whenever I really don't feel like doing a wing, because let's be real, wings can sometimes take a long time to do. Sometimes I have my days where I'm just like, and there it is. But you know, sometimes I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna skip makeup today and wipe it all away, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm just gonna use my finger to further blend this out. Can you see it? Yes, you can see this way. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. And when I get to my nose, I'm like, I hate my nose. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So what I do is, like right here, I put a dot here, I put a dot here, and I put a dot here, 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 here. And that's where I would like my highlight to be. So I'm not gonna highlight under my nostrils. Whoa, that came out weird, but oh yeah, that needs to be blended out with a brush, because that's a lot of product. That's a lot of product. Okay. Okay, so then here, this is where I don't really care what happens. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so that's highlighted. Now I'm gonna take like a different finger that doesn't already have like a bajillion pounds of concealer, and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. Okay, I just saw something walk by. Just gonna act like I didn't see that or hear that. Okay, so pounce, 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 pounce. I don't like being home alone. And then kind of leave like a little gap right there. Looks crazy now, but it'll all make sense in a minute. Now I'm gonna take my air spun and plop that. Oh, nice. Let's just put the palette in front and kind of let that set my makeup. And doing it this way with the big brush helps me to blend everything. And I don't want no crazy white casting looking things, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and I'm gonna get like a smaller brush. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour. I'm going to be using this yellow, very loved shade. If I can open it, because I always have so much trouble opening this palette. I don't know what it is. I'm like a slippery person, I guess. Oh, okay, that goes. So I'm going to just take like a generous amount and just pounce that on where I placed my concealer just a second ago. Do the same thing for the other side, and this is going to be my form of the yellow baking, and I don't know, I just really like the way it looks. It makes my eyes look brighter, and I just also place that, like I sweep that across the forehead like in the middle, and where I place my highlighter. Ooh, can you see the bottom of my face? Let's zoom out. Sorry y'all. Can you tell I don't know what I'm doing? That's okay. Okay, that's good enough. Now I'm going to take that same palette and use the chocolatier side with my Sonia Kashuk blend brush, and I just get it like on the side, and I kind of just give myself a little bronze with that. I'll do the same thing with the other side. And then kind of up here. So yeah, that kind of makes me look like I don't have such a big face, you know what I'm saying? But we all know I do. Now I'm just going to take a little brush that looks like this. Oh, sorry. And it's just going to help me to sculpt my nose. and I'm gonna use a mirror and bring you on in. This is just a light contouring day. Ooh, can you see that? Yeah, okay. So this is a light contouring day. I'm not gonna do it real serious today, but I'm just kind of gonna lightly place this on the sides of my nose, and this is where I stop talking because I really have to concentrate. Oh, that looks darker on camera than it does in person. Okay. Oh, I'll have to figure out how to make that look right, but I'm just gonna roll with it. And a little bit more product on the other side. It'd be nice if I would show y'all, right? Anyways, I'm probably gonna edit this part out, so no biggie. I don't know why I kind of look. I look a little bit, how do you say it? Brown on the nose, but I don't. Like in real life, I don't. It's okay. Do y'all have like a patch on y'all's face that doesn't get like keep product? Because I do, and it's on the center of my nose right there. Right there! And I have to literally pack like a bunch of product on it and then let it chill there for like a year, and then it kind of keeps like what it wants. But yeah, that's gonna be an annoying part of my life, but that's okay. So now I'm going to take a highlighter, and my one that I'll be using is going to be the Carly Bible palette again because it's already out and I don't feel like digging for anything else. Okay, and I'm just going to take a fan brush. I got this at Burlington for like $3. Came in a pack of like 5 brushes. I'm going to be mixing these 2 shades of highlighter and popping them onto my high points of my cheek after I give it a little spritz of rose water. And let me know if you guys are having the same problem as me. I feel like my skin tone is very ashy to begin with, and I feel like highlighters just do not stand out on me at all. And I want to be one of those people that could just be like and blind people like real fast, you know, but that just does not happen for me, and it makes me real sad because I love highlighter just as much as the next girl. But I really have to like pack it on to be able to see anything. And I know this looks crazy right now, but it's all gonna get blended out. And I'm gonna take the lightest part of that same palette and lift my nose and find where that little dot would be and place it right there. And this is going to make my nose look like a button nose. Right now I look like an exclamation point, but that's okay because this part of my nose does not take doesn't take anything, right? And place it. Oh, it's like a pinky undertone. I just love it. Like I want her to just come out with the singles of this highlighter because it gives me life. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is just grab a brush, try to sweep that away, sweep under my eyes. This kind of just helps to blend, and this little clip is going to be a million years long. I'm sorry, Rafa. Shout out to Rafa! Yeah, but this probably could be like a no voice video. Even though I'm talking like a million miles an hour, I think that's what I'm going to do is a no voice video. Alright, all I'm going to do now is go ahead and use some rose water, the same one, the Mario Badescu one, and drown myself. I'm gonna be going in with any old mascara. This one is just by Essence I Love Extreme Volume Mascara. This was like $2 at Ulta. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of it on my upper lashes, and meanwhile, while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I did on the top of my eyelashes, top of my eyes. Okay, start over. I'm gonna do what I did at the top of my eyelids, on the bottom eyelid section, if that's an eyelid, I don't know, whatever. I'm doing at the top what I did at the bottom. Just forget it. Just forget it. And this is a light coat. You don't have to be precise with it or anything. This is just so your natural lashes will blend in with your falsies. And I am going to be using the false lashes by Ardell in style 206. And I'm just going to pop those bad boys on. They look like this. Yeah, these are 206s. Really good eyelashes. But yeah, meanwhile, this is drying. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop a little bit of that other shadow on the bottom of my lashes, and you'll be able to see what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be using that same brush that I used earlier. Oh, where are you at? This one, to kind of just precisely place these shadows accordingly, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just gonna do that here, using the darkest color on the outer edge, kind of blending that down just a little bit, because I do want it to look more, you know what I mean, more open. So yeah, I'm doing that again on this side. Kind of flicking. Oh, that I always do that on this side. I always go a little bit lower, so I always come over here and get lower. Get low, get low. Hey, I'm just kidding. And then I'm gonna take my smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to grab that same purple shade from earlier, and kind of just barely flick that in to the inside of my eye. I'm not gonna bring it all the way in because I am trying to make my eye look like it's more pulled out rather than, you know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and take that same purple shade and kind of blend that black out at the bottom. And you can't really even tell there's purple there, but since I have brown eyes, purples and mauvey colors look great on me. And like if you have blue eyes, reds will look good on you, you know what I'm saying? Don't mind me while I scratch my nose. And okay, and that should do it. Looks like I went really low. That's okay. It's gonna be more of a smoked out look, I guess. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and get that same purple and that same brush, and I'm just gonna flick it in this way so it looks more radiant. Radiant. And kind of use that to blend. Oh yeah, that looks better. To blend this up. And I'm using like the lightest hand possible. And I'm not putting that in my crease at all. See how that's right above my crease? To make it look more blown out, since I did carry the bottom pretty low. And sometimes I do this because it just depends on how I'm feeling and if I feel like it's popping enough. If I wasn't going to work here in a second, I would probably throw some silver glitter right in there and just kind of pop it. But I'll be right back after I put on my lashes. Okay, now that I got my lashes on, I'm gonna go ahead and use my ColourPop Cheap Thrills. It's pretty loved as well, but it's like my favorite liquid lipstick, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. Let's see. Okay. And liquid lipstick takes me forever. I don't know if it's just me, but it takes me forever because I guess I'm such a perfectionist. If you do, go ahead and give me a like, please, a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel.